What do you think is the number one reason people should come to ecommastery.ai?
Oh, to hang out with me. But then the second most important thing is to learn all there is to learn. I mean, this is the perfect combination of e-commerce for all the Amazon people. The future is changing quickly, and it is going to be written by the people who are learning how to use the AI tools today.
Hey, Andrew. How's
Hey,
it going?
Amy. Good. How are you? Good to see you.
I know. So good to see you too. I am so excited to talk to you because we're headed to ecommastery.ai coming up here in Nashville in April.
Let's
And
go.
it's going to be so cool. I have never been to an event where not only are we talking about all of the e-commerce channels, most of the time we're just like Amazon focused or Shopify or TikTok, but this time we're focused on all of the e-commerce channels. And at the same time, we're talking about my other love, which is AI and all the latest and greatest things happening with AI. I know you're probably stoked about this event.
I'm not in love with AI. I'm obsessed. Like it's a manic love of AI. I do nothing. I literally been staying up at night just like till 1, 2 in the morning. I have to wake up at 6 for the kids too. So it's a little unhealthy. My love obsession with AI right now.
So, how important do you think it is that we have an event, this ecommastery.ai event here is merging the two, your two loves, e-commerce and AI?
Oh my God, this is going to be so cool. The thing is that AI, I mean, obviously it's like fun. You can see all the silly pictures and all the silly videos and stuff like that. But this is having an absolute measurable, meaningful difference and change in the industry because now I tell people there's this thing I call the prompt effect. Every single listing is going to look absolutely perfect. The images and video and copy are going to be absolutely perfect because everybody can just prompt a perfect reaction. So it's no longer acceptable to even be an A minus, certainly not a B plus. Not an A minus. You need to be an A plus listing right now, and everything else in your marketing has to be A plus too, because it's just so meaningful right now.
And I completely agree with you. And not only that, but the way we search and shop for products is completely changing, not only for our customers, but we sellers are changing the way we search and shop for products. And so that means that we have to change the way that we operate on these e-commerce platforms. And so bringing it all together, I was talking with somebody earlier today. If you go to an event from 6 months ago, even, or you take a course that was recorded 6 months ago about e-commerce, and let's say you're worried you're going to lose your job from AI, and you decide to get into e-commerce, which is a great business to get into, but you are not going to have the latest and greatest unless you come to an event like this because things are changing so fast.
No one that's coming to this event has written any slides yet. No one has probably even done an outline yet because these things change so fast. All the content there is going to be like right cutting edge. Make sure the stuff changes. Like make sure you update your slides like 3 days before the event goes on because these things change so fast.
I know there's so much pressure. So speaking of so much pressure and topics and changing slides, you're going to be talking about creative intelligence using AI to predict winners before you spend. So Andrew, you went from engineer to Amazon millionaire. You now use AI to predict which products and creative will win before spending $1 on ads. So how is that even possible? And how much money were you wasting before you figured this out?
Yeah, so the thing is that ads are, I mean, you have multiple components with ads. You have to pick out the right keywords. You have to have the right creative if you're doing something outside of the Amazon PPC stuff, right? You have to have the keyword, the right targeting, the right creative, and of course the right product. Right. So AI can help with every single one of those aspects. Creating the right product. We're using AI to pull down data, like real analytical data, pull it in, and then create product ideas for us. Right. We want to be the big thing here. I always tell people one of my catchphrases is different is better than better. That was my presentation I did at BDSS last year in August last year. Different is better than better. Being different and separating yourself off of the page will make it easier to convert because you're you're different and special, right? And then picking keywords, of course, is really incredibly easy, or you have to be advanced now. It's table stakes to be advanced. So use brand analytics and search term query reports and all those different reports and bring all that stuff together, combining it, something that you had to have like a freaking math degree or had to know how to code in Python, or like you had to be like this super duper crazy Excel expert. Here's my freaking the sheets mug, right?
Sheets.
I've done it with, I've done these big complicated Python scripts and Excel sheets, but guess what? AI can just do it now. You just upload and it just creates the answer for you. And of course, the creative part, like actually creating the images and videos is insane what we can do now. And again, like I said, that prompt effect, we are going to get perfection from a single prompt.
I love it. So you mentioned having the right product, and that is so important. Having a product-based business is a smart move in this new AI world because people are still going to be shopping.
Mhm.
So it is really great business to get into. But most sellers are still launching products the old way, gut
Mhm.
feeling, a few keyword searches, crossing their fingers. What's the biggest mistake you see sellers make when choosing products or creatives, and how does AI fix that?
Me too. We can't do Me Too anymore. We're in a world where anybody who is not necessarily in tune with our culture and our language can launch a Me Too product very easily, right? So one thing, if you're US based, often people complain about Chinese sellers having a hard, being very competitive. I never like getting mad or blaming anybody about that kind of stuff. I'm just like, well, we're all in business. We're all just trying to figure out what the right solution and answer is, right? Capitalism is a beautiful thing because competition is a beautiful thing, and competition drives creativity, right? So you cannot do a Me Too product. There's already so many people doing that, and you don't have some advantage of being a good copywriter or having good pictures or knowing like more about the avatar because you just had that prompt effect. Somebody who's not in tune with the empty nester dog owner mom who's 57 years old, like that avatar, that used to have to be that person to really understand her. Now you're just a prompt away from knowing that, right? So we have to be creative and build special new products with that. And so so that's my big thing is like, don't do Me Too. We have to come out with proper innovations. And so coming out with something unique and special and different.
I love
Well,
that. I
sorry,
think it,
very, very different, but also still catering to the needs and the demands of the audience. So figuring out what do they need and then delivering them something new and special and different.
yeah, I agree. And it might seem like everything's already been invented or could be invented so quickly. And we're not saying you have to invent something, but it might seem like that. But it really hasn't. And if you have some of these core things that Andrew's going to be talking to you about, you're going to come away from Nashville with an understanding of the things that you can do that will really make a difference in your next product launch. So speaking of the audience in Nashville, if somebody is currently burning cash on ads that aren't converting, what's the first thing they'll learn from your session that could stop the bleeding?
Well, obviously it depends, since we're going a little bit more broader market, not just Amazon PPC, it depends on what category we're in. If we're in Meta or Google or Amazon or TikTok, we'll have to discuss other different topics. But for Amazon PPC, so I was having a discussion this morning. This is kind of a fun one. Just an hour or two ago, I was talking to a buddy of mine, and I'm like, I'm trying to win the war profitability, right? And so I'm trying to increase my profitability. And the point of a business is profit, ultimately, right? And so when I'm trying to win the war, sometimes I have to lose certain battles to win the war. There's certain keywords. I'm targeting this keyword, and I want to be number one. I'm pretty competitive. I like being number one. I like winning, but there's some battles I can't win. They're too expensive. The ROI isn't there. So there's a way of assessing how to figure out which keywords will give the highest ROI. If you're going from position 20 to 10 to 3 to 1, is it worth spending that to get there? What kind of ROI am I going to get on that rank? So those are the kind of things we're going to be talking about.
Often, what can happen on one platform can be applied to
Mhm.
another, but we also have to understand the fundamentals of each and the differences and which battles to pick. A lot of people, they just immediately go to all the channels and, oh, I'm going to launch on Shopify and TikTok and everything else this year. And okay, well, hold on. It might not be the battle that is worth it for you. So
Mm.
I know we're going to master that at this event because we are bringing together the best experts in all of the channels, as well as incorporating AI into your business. So we're going to have lots of stages, whether you're a beginner or you are a multi-million-dollar seller, you are going to get something amazing out of this event. Andrew, if they go to ecommastery.ai and they use the code mastery, they can save 20% on their ticket.
This is the golden age of entrepreneurship. This is the age where you can just like vibe code an app in an afternoon. You can translate your listing into 40 languages in 10 minutes, right? This is like such a beautiful, amazing time to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah, I agree. And what you said about being there, being in this room, these are the people that are creating. They're taking charge of their future, and I think you got to do that right now. Head on over to ecommastery.ai. Andrew and I and so many other amazing folks will see you there, April 8th through the 12th, Nashville, Tennessee. Ecommastery.ai. Use code mastery to save 20%. We'll see you there, Andrew.
See you soon, Amy.